We gonna get a re-release of that shoe because I need to get my pair too. So we gonna re-release that or what's going on?
Maybe, or maybe
Okay.
another shoe. Who knows? It all depends.
Okay. You made a quote that really stood out to me, and you said, "Take those chances that make advances." Um, what is that quote for those that may not be familiar? What does that mean for you, and what messages you want to disseminate to the audience?
So those who take chances and make advances, to me, means that all you got to do is take the first step and get halfway there. We are so riddled by fear that it holds us back from doing all the things that we think about at nighttime. So you know that dream and that idea that just give you anxiety because you know that you can do it, and all you got to do is just press play, but you don't really know how to press play because now you're starting to think of all the things that's going to go wrong. You got to get out of that mindset. And the minute that you get out of that mindset and press go and turn it to a grizzly bear, then all of the
Yeah.
things that you want is going to happen for you. And I even had to get out of my own way sometimes because we
Mm.
fear our greatest fear is our power. You know, like before I started Slutty Vegan, I'm like, I know how powerful I am and it scares me. But we got to get that being scared out of our mind because that's the thing that's going to hold us back. And that's what separates people from being good to great. And I don't know about you, but I want to be great. So anybody that's listening to this, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're climbing a corporate ladder, you got to take that chance because guess what? No don't hurt. Okay, you'll get a lot of no's, but there's going to be somebody that's going to believe in your vision, somebody that's going to believe in your dream. And then one day you're going to look up and say, you know what? I'm so glad that I took the risk because taking the risk got me this far.
Yeah, definitely. Indeed. I mean, I strive for greatness every day. I think we all especially those of us that are entrepreneurs, know what we're up against and know what the responsibilities that we rest on our shoulders. So yeah, I absolutely agree with you on that. One of the chapters in your book also stood out to me, and it was the chapter that said, "I hope the people you love don't believe in you."
Mhm. And you know, that happens a lot. You know, I wrote that chapter because I have had experiences where the people closest to me would laugh at my dreams, right?
Mm.
And while they were laughing at my dreams, I was laughing at the back of my head, like, damn, you're going to be laughing now, but you're going to be asking, how did you do it later? And sometimes you need that. People think that, like, when people give you negative criticism, that, like, they just hating for no reason. No, sometimes you need that because guess what it does? It allows you to reassess what you're doing. It allows you to like really dissect it on your own in a way. It is just mismanaged love when people hate that, right? Hate on you like that. And I also feel like it's people projecting their own fears on you. And you cannot allow people to project their own fears on you because that will cripple you and it will hold you back. So I'm grateful for the people who didn't believe in me then because guess what they're doing? Pinky, please, can I hold some money? Or how did you do it? Okay, nope, sorry, I can't help you because you didn't believe in me then, but you needed that to put that battery on your back.
Exactly, exactly. You got any new cousins or new relatives all of a sudden that popped up ever since this elevation of fame has occurred with you?
I got new cousins every day. I get requests every day. I'm like, where y'all coming from? Okay. But you know what? It's just good to know that people are proud of me. There are people in the world that are proud of me that want to claim that I'm family because, you know, I make the lineage look good. So
You being in the South as well, obviously from our community, we always have a lot of the food, and we always talk about the health perspective of food and how food can help you or food can absolutely hurt you. And with vegan, how was there a challenge introducing vegan food to our community and the people in our community?
it wasn't. Yeah,
Okay.
it really wasn't. You know, I get that question a lot. When I started Slutty Vegan, there were other amazing vegan restaurants in
Hmm.
Atlanta, and shout out to them. But I was focused more on the experience. So, yes, I wanted to help people to reimagine food. But I'm like, if I create a dope ass experience, they're going to come anyway. They're going to come to
Hmm.
the experience, and then they're going to leave with the food, and then they'll be pleasantly surprised that, oh, this food is actually good. And that's exactly what I did. And I'm so happy that I did it that way because when you think of Slutty Vegan is a marketing company that so happens to sell burgers, pies, and fries. We don't lead with food. We lead with community, fellowship, love, and entertainment. And as a result of that, we got 70% of the people that come to Slutty Vegan that aren't even vegan. But I like it that way because it gives us an opportunity to be able to open up their consciousness. And now they can go to another restaurant and like, okay, I went to study vegan. I could do this. I could eat vegan food because I did this before. So it wasn't a challenge for me. It makes me feel good that black people and minorities want to jump on the hype and see what it's all about. But what I realize is this is a universal movement. I don't care if you're black, white, yellow, blue. Everybody needs to learn how to open up their mindsets to just incorporate more vegan options. And if I can get them to do that, I feel like I have been a civil rights for the food. Like, call me Martin Luther King of the present day when it relates to food. And that makes me feel good because I know that when I'm long and gone, the idea that Pinky co-created something that shifted people's mindsets will last forever.
Absolutely. And you mentioned other vegan restaurants, but I wanted to ask you this question too, because oftentimes in other areas we see collaborations with other entrepreneurs putting their talents together. I know about you. Jermaine Dupri has also been in the vegan space, creating the vegan ice cream and some other items. Is there any future collaborations or talks working with Jermaine Dupri at some point?
So Jermaine Dupri is a good friend and a longtime supporter of Slutty Vegan. We actually just had a conversation about his ice cream. So he got his ice cream popping off. I'm like, let me put it in the store. So who knows? Maybe something might happen in the future. But shout out to JD. He's been just doing his thing and just really representing for the vegan community. You know, it's not many of us, but we out here, okay? And he's just been doing the damn thing.
Now, I love seeing you two represent that because it's not your typical lane as far as it were, as far as, you know, expectations. So I love seeing you and JD, you know, really promote that and there's also health as well. I think that's very important, especially in our community. Last thing before I let you get on out of here, I'm gonna put you on the spot, Pinky. So I'm gonna see what you gonna bring to the table. Now, if you're on an island and you only had 3 albums that you could take with you, what would they be and why?
I would take Tidra Moses' Complex Simplicity.
Okay.
I believe that's one of the greatest albums of all time. That's the most underrated of all time. I would take Jay-Z 444. It gets me fired up whenever I'm doing a speaking engagement. Before that, I lock in and I listen to family. I listen to everything Jay-Z, and I just became a Jay-Z fan. I was not always a Jay-Z fan.
Really?
I just became a Jay-Z fan.
What got you be just because?
You know what it was? Growing up, I didn't understand it. Like my conscience couldn't capture what he was saying. And now as an adult and entrepreneur and somebody is trying to get freedom, get money, get peace, he's speaking my language. And because he's speaking my language, I'm like, okay, I like you. And then my last one, any Erykah Badu album, Baduism. That's my girl. She's one of my favorite artists. I could go down the list, but Baduism, like, get me in the zone. And like, you know, I'm a conscious girl. So, you know, like I just vibe out and just chill and cool. Like I don't ask for much. I'm real chill and laid back and like just really lock in. And as an empath, that music really gets me going. So yeah, those are my top 3.
You know what? Baduism is absolute classic. I mean, I don't think it gets spoken about enough. That album was phenomenal. It was a little bit ahead of its time too, I think.
Absolutely it was. But yes, my playlist is not like anybody else's. It's very unique and different. So yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank the one, the only Pinky Cole Hayes for joining us here on the NH Experience. Make sure you go pick up a copy of her brand new book. Matter of fact, pick up 2. One in the physical form, one in the audio form. I Hope You Fail from HarperCollins Leadership. She is also the founder of Slutty Vegan and the 2023 Time 100 Next honoree. Congratulations on all your success, Pinky. Hope to see you around town and definitely would like to welcome you back on the show with some more updates and news about what's going on because I can't wait for that documentary. Now, you definitely got to let us know about that.
Very, very soon.